And welcome back. Last time when we left off, we enabled the Sputnik and the Science Junior module. And in the contract section we have Orbit Kerbal now enabled. So we're gonna actually try and orbit the first satellite of this Kerbal space program. And additionally we can do we can put the Science Junior into places and get additional science. Now we're gonna build this very basic satellite now. Let me see. I want to put everything neatly inside this surface bay, I guess. The only engine we have here is this one. It's not really aerodynamically sound, but okay. What can we do with this? Inside the surface bay we're gonna do some batteries and some science thermometers and barometers. Maybe we can do one of the on the upper atmosphere and on the space. We can do a mystery goo container. 2 of them, I guess. Not sure how they did it in Russia. We need some way to transmit the data and some electricity. Put that over here. I'm gonna take a lot of electricity with me. Put additional ones over here. Where I put this? Is this? I don't. That's not sticking out or something. I guess that's right. Okay. So we need a way to transmit this data. We're gonna put this one over here. We only need one. And I guess we can... How we're gonna do this? I think we're gonna do one stage actually. Maybe we could. I'm not sure if it's a smart idea, but there's almost enough delta V here, and we have a thrust to weight ratio of about 2.72. That means it can push its own weight at sea level. Sorry, sea level, yeah. Almost 3 times. So, I mean, I guess we could do one stage. That's okay. And we can just keep it simple, right? This should be sufficient. I mean, these tanks don't cost a lot because these tanks here are 275 space bucks. This is a fairly cheap rocket. Sputnik. And I'm gonna additionally save this upper stage because I guess we can use it more often. Let me see, how do I do that? This is it was a long time ago when I did that. So I add custom subcategory, variant types. No, here. No. There was a way to save modules. Let me see, can I put this over here? Oi, undo. Can we, okay, this is gonna be satellites. Put it, oh, I put it in the drop zone, of course. Okay, but this one cannot be saved as subassembly as not attachable. It is actually. Oh, I guess we have to make this root, and then it's attachable, and then you can put it in here and say this is gonna be Sputnik first Kerbal set. The set is just because I don't know how to properly write satellite. Okay. Delta V over here, and we have the engine down here, and I guess that's it. Nothing more to it. So we're gonna go to orbit for the first time. Let's go. And full throttle. And it's gonna flip because it's not aerodynamically stable. Okay. Yep. Failure. Can we transmit some data? We already got all the readings over here. Maybe it can fly with these wings. These doors can act as wings. Hopefully this rocket will not explode on Nemo. I think also the environmental guys are gonna be fed up with us because, I mean, if you put all this rocket stuff in the ocean, I mean, it's not gonna be. Maybe it's gonna function as a house for the fishes. There's gonna be a lot of houses here on the shore. Haha! Now, I was actually expecting this because this service bay is very, very strong. That's why I use the service bay. Maybe We already got all the signs up here. Maybe a pressure reading? Yeah. So we saved Sputnik actually, because we use the service bay. Fine, that's okay. Okay, aerodynamically stabling. So I guess if we do it like this, and we can do it like this, it's going to be more aerodynamically stable. But we can check that. I mean, it should be. If we put okay, I'm not sure how the distribution of the fuel is going. I guess this would work. And we're gonna save this craft again and then launch. Not feeling the Elon Musk vibe at the moment, but we lost Jebediah. We're gonna go straight up for the first 10 kilometers or so. Maximum dynamic pressure on the aircraft, so I'm throttling back a little bit. Oh, it's flipping again. Oh, this is really hard to control. This is gonna be a failure again. I think because the fuel distribution is not sure, because I think the top part of this craft is making the craft a little bit undynamically. Let's see if we can still survive like this. I don't think the surface bay is gonna hold like this, but you never know. Okay, as I said, I'm not feeling the Elon Musk vibe at the moment. Okay, let's see. Maybe we could stick decouplers on here and get some additional power. Put some fins on there as well. Put these fins as low as possible. And put a cone on here. And give it a bit more fuel. How are we doing? 39 parts. That's not right. Put this one away. Put that one away. 33 parts. Let's see. Put the nose cones away. 30 parts, but it's too heavy. Okay. Now we can tweak this a little bit with sort of fuel inside here. 18 tons. Like this. That's okay. Okay. I'm not sure if this is gonna work either. Twist limiter a little bit back. Success and failure are related in Kerbal Space Program. Don't want to go through the atmosphere too fast because it will push on the top side and put more aerodynamic pressure, more instability. But last time we flipped over around here, it's going to go more straight to escape the atmosphere. Do a very late turn. I don't want to flip over. But very carefully flip it. Oh. No, I need all this delta V, which I don't know if we have enough, but I have like 1400 delta V. I'm gonna have to put it all in the side speed to circularize our orbit. We don't need to go higher at this stage. We just need to go so 1000. I think we just short of orbiting. There's 800 left, and I think we're not gonna manage. We're just shy of doing orbit. We can get some data down here. We can do a temperature reading, which we can send down. We can do a pressure reading. And we can do a mystery goo experiment. And we can transmit all that stuff down. And we don't need this rocket anymore. Transmit data, all data. So we're not managing orbit now. I think we have to upgrade our launch complex because this is not going to work out with 18 tons. So we did get some science. I'm just going to go to the Space Center because this is not working. Maybe we should do some additional science first with the Science Junior, and then we can unlock this bigger fuel tank, which enables us to go to orbit. I think we definitely have to upgrade this one, and then I guess we'll do some research on the runway. Let me see. Let's put a Science Junior underneath. Yep. That's 5 signs over here. Can do that on here as well. Now this is more of the grindy part of the game. Sometimes you have to grind the science and do multiple launches of the same. But overall, this game really makes you think about how can you do this efficiently. Also, failure is really easy in the game. That's what I like about it. I mean, there's a reason why they use checklists. There's another 5.3 over here. We're at 35. We need an extra 45 for heavier construction for this one. So I'm gonna, let me see. We're gonna try and put the Science Junior on the water. Like this. Put this one on top. And I'll put a solid rocket booster on here. It's gonna look a little bit odd, but it's gonna work. Put some fins down here. Yep. And we're gonna put a scientist in here. Yep. Oh, the G-forces are building up. Hopefully, I should have put less rocket fuel inside the rocket, because this is gonna go really far. It's pushing real hard now through the atmosphere. Luckily with these fins it's not gonna flip. Bob Kerman seems to be having fun. So at least we're safe. Now let's see how much descent rate we have when the parachute opens, because this Science Junior is actually very fragile. Well, it's 6 meters per second. That's okay. It's not gonna break. Well, first of all, it's gonna fall on top of this command pod first. If you put this one underneath, you might break it. That's 7 signs over there. So we're short 3 science points. We can do it on the grasslands, I guess. We just do the same and put it overhead the grasslands. I think... No, we have a pressure reading from grasslands, I guess. Not sure, I'm just gonna take some additional barometer on here just to be sure. We don't need that much fuel, so it's okay. I'm not able to turn it. Somehow it doesn't work. It's okay. We're gonna be on the land anyway. Okay, we can do a flying one. Oh, it's 12 over here, or flying. Okay. We have 55 now, so we definitely have enough to enable these parts. I'm gonna straight out buy this one, and this one. Now we're gonna get to orbit with Sputnik. So if I'm correct, I can put the Sputnik in here. And I should be able to take the bigger tank now, like this. Yep. We'll put a small engine under here. This is a vacuum. This is an engine made for space flight. I'm gonna give it a more of this older type style fairings underneath there, and then we're gonna put the decoupler down here, and we're gonna make a rocket with several engines for stability. So we have more control, and I'm gonna try and do this with this Mark 55 liquid fuel engine, which actually is a little bit more efficient as well. As it is 275 ISP at sea level. This one is 250. So if I put 3 and put them inside a little bit, and pressing F, I'll put them locally, offsetting them locally. Now I guess I have more stability, more control over my rocket. And I'm gonna put these fins, additional fins in here, which are also be able to put them really low now. Make it like this. Yeah, I think this is great. Now we're gonna save this as Sputnik. And already first Kerbal set. Save. Overwrite. Okay, no engineering reports. We have the contract now, and engines over here, engines over there. I think if I put this one to vacuum, this is gonna have an additional, well, this is a lot of delta V. I think we have plenty of delta V now. This should definitely make it to space. It's very, it's a very cheap rocket also, so it's okay. All the stuff inside. Yep. Now also inside we put some I guess some stuff, some stuff from Jebediah. You remember him for making a sacrifice for this space program. Straight off the bat we're tilting a little bit 90 degrees. That's what we want. Because if this rocket is gonna end up exploding, then we're probably better off exploding it over the water instead of... I definitely have more control, but it's very difficult to keep it centered. We don't have any SAS with the Sputnik. I wanna go straight up first. Because I know this other engine is very efficient. Oh. It's efficient in a vacuum. That's not really a smooth ride, but it's okay. Should have put some additional fins on this stage. We only have 30 parts to play with. So now we're definitely gonna make it. I don't know why I put the coupler in here. Now I can look at my orbital parameters. We have apoapsis, or highest point in the orbit. I'm gonna leave it like this. I'll wait until I get to 87 kilometers. And then I'm gonna burn and put my periapsis also at around 80 kilometers, and that way I have circularized my orbit. We have plenty of fuel. As you can see, the exhaust is heated up, the exhaust nozzle. There's no way to cool it. We don't have any radiators, or there's just internal cooling from the satellite. But I think the surface bay can soak up a lot of heat. Yeah, it's fine. But it's probably gonna stay warm like that, because there's no air anymore, so we are officially in space now. So I'm going to speed forward to apoapsis. And there's no way to turn the craft other than to... Oh, I'm out of connection. There's no probe control. Oh, I should have put the antenna out first. So as we don't have any probe control, that's it. We're done for. We lost this additional Sputnik. Oh my god. And we're not gonna regain it because we have it back again. Okay, let's extend the antenna so we have more control. And let's quickly... Oh, that was lucky. Now we're gonna fix our orbit really fast, because I think we have delta V enough to do it. Periapsis is increasing, and I just think we made it. Let's circularize a little bit. We're at the lowest point now, but I think we just fixed our orbit. It's really important to extend your antenna. But as we're low in the surface, we can do maybe lower atmosphere or upper atmosphere pressure readings. Yep. No pressure readings at this altitude. Okay, so that was close, but I think we're fine. We can go to the other side and then we can circularize our orbit, because there's ground stations enabled, so we should have connection now all the way with this antenna. You notice the antenna connections with this green line on the map. So for now we have a connection with some other ground station down here. Hopefully we have a connection at apoapsis as well. It wasn't really the smoothest ride, but there's still a few left, so we can deorbit the satellite if we don't need it anymore. I think we can hibernate this one, and we should be able to save some electricity. Now we're burning electricity at a rate of 0.03. I'm not sure what happens if you deorbit it. Wow, look at the lightning strikes out here. That's amazing. As we are in space, we could do a pressure reading. No, maybe mystery goo. Not really. We did get some signs, but we cannot transmit it. But that's it for us. Maybe a pressure reading. Nope. So that's basically it. We can transmit some signs and use up a little bit more electricity. First, our priority is to circularize the orbit, and then we get the achievement. Now hopefully we still have control now. We have signal strength 100% with crater rim. Now right here on the other side we're going to circularize the orbit, and that's it. Now we just have to maintain stability for a while, and we achieved orbit. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this one to hibernation. Well, first of all, we're gonna transmit the data, and I'm gonna transmit sendable data. Transmit data. First, transmit all the. Let me see. Did we get transmittal data from here? Just this one, okay. I'm gonna send this one down. See how much electricity we have left. So we put this one to hibernate and see if it will. This should be fine because it's not using up any electricity, so we can keep it. We can deorbit it if we want to. So if we're gonna get a contract to get more science from outer space, then we can quickly enable this one again, and we can get additional science. But as we hibernate, we have limited probe control. That's correct. Okay. So that's it. We just finished the contract. And the next contract will be to explore Kerbal from orbit. And we want to return to Kerbal from orbit. That will be our next achievement, and see you next time.